I think in Britain, I think we had a bit of a dodgy past.
Always catches up with you, though, doesn't it?
I mean, I think we was a bit, treated unfairly in Britain because we was on an independent label without a manager or anything like that, and we was very young. I think we were naive, and for instance, when we had to do an interview, we did every interview possible. We smiled in photos.
Almost too over.
I think people got sick of us. And also from the first album, a lot of people didn't like that at all. Thought it was just rubbish.
When you say serious, no, we've got this real problem in England where people think that we're just totally doomy and pessimistic, which is just not true. A few people have said it in interviews, a few people have said it on the radio and on television and things like that, and everybody just seems to believe it. But we're happy people.
The thing is, we're not really after mega success anyway. It's very nice in Britain. We do all right. Our singles never get sort of top 5 or we're at top 5, but generally they don't go to number 1 and things like that. And it's just good. We can walk the streets. We can lead a perfectly normal life and just concentrate on making good music.
Do you think being on an independent label is an advantage?
I think if we'd have been on a major label, I don't think we'd be talking to you now. Put it that way, because they would have definitely milked us dry after the first couple of albums.
So you might not be here anymore.
No, because the thing is, a lot of our singles that we've released in the past 3 or 4 years, I don't think a major label would have released at all. Blasphemous Rumours, and even Master. Most of the last 6 or 7 singles, they just wouldn't have released, I don't think.
A lot of people who've heard your new LP, Black Celebration, might think it's quite depressing and dark. How did the lyrics come about? How do you go about writing such lyrics?
Answering this question, I start to sound very pessimistic again, but I don't mean to. See, the majority of the music that's around is just falsely optimistic. I just try to be realistic. That's the trouble. And I write about things that are going on inside me and around me, and that's it. And people think that I'm being very pessimistic, but I'm not.
What brought about this change of image to the black leather and all that kind of gear then?
We used to wear leather right in the early days. I don't know if you remember, like Just Can't Get Enough and things like that.
Yeah.
And then we sort of went a bit, funny. I mean, and we're and Depeche Mode.
It's like Martin wearing dresses and things like that. People think, oh well, obviously he's a bit pervy or something. But
I don't think it's pervy wearing dresses necessarily. I mean, I wouldn't wear one.
So
but I think he just likes wearing them. I think that was heavily focused on in the press, too over-focused really.
Because some people might think you're doing that thing purely to attract attention, and the wrong kind of attention.
See, I did that for a while, and it did attract the wrong sort of attention. So I'm really playing it down at the moment. I'm going for this new masculine look.
Can't you see that?
Look, jeans, normal jeans.